Hey artists. Okay, so now that you have watched the mandala tutorial and we've done Zentangles and all kinds of other preparation for it, I'm going to show you how to set up your square paper so that you can start putting in your pattern and so that you'll have 12 sections for the 12 colors of the color wheel. So it'll look something like this. So what you're going to need is your paper and a ruler. Hopefully you have one that's 12 inches. If not, and all you have is that 6-inch ruler, you can make it work with that one as well. If you happen to have a compass like this will be very helpful as well to draw the circles. If not, then search around the house for things that are round of various sizes so you can get your circles and just trace the circles. That will work as well. So the first thing I want to do is actually find the middle. So your squares are 11 inches. Oh, hopefully they're pretty exact. So half of 11 is 5.5. So what I'm going to do is go through and I'm going to just divide my paper in half down the middle, making a cross or an intersection. So what I'm doing is making 3 different marks at the 5.5 measurement point, and then I'm going to line up my ruler against those marks here, and I'm going to draw that line, and then I'm going to do the same thing going this direction. So I line up my ruler, and this one is off by like 1/4 of an inch on this side, but I'm not going to sweat that. So I just keep making my marks, and then I'm going to draw my line. There we go. So now I have 4 sections. So what I need now is to break this up so that I have 12 sections here. So the easiest thing to do is to go to the corner and align your ruler so that there is the 6 inches going across. So, right, so I've got the corner here and the corner here. So I've got 6 inches going across. And then I'm just gonna break that up evenly. So I'm gonna make a mark at the 2-inch and at the 4-inch. And I'm gonna do that for each quadrant. The 2 and the 4. And then last time. Okay, so that's broken up. So now I can go ahead and just draw the lines to each corner. So I'm lining my ruler up along the edge of that line with the corner there. And the trick for this, you guys, is going to be to make sure you don't make your marks super dark. In the end, you're going to want to have the pencils disappear. You'll use a black marker, that waterproof marker, to kind of draw in your designs, to cover up the pencil, and then erase the pencil. And then you use your watercolor. Now, if you're at home and you don't have access to a waterproof pen, then you're gonna actually want to put in your watercolor first and then layer in your patterns on top. That way, when you add the watercolor, it doesn't bleed. And there we go. So now I've got my paper broken up into 12 sections for the watercolors. Now some of them appear to be a little bigger than others, but it's totally fine. So the next thing I'm going to do is do my circles. So if you're using the compass, then you are going to put the point down here, and you can make as many circles as you want, and you can make them as close to or far apart to each other as you want. This part is totally your creativity. The main thing I want is for you to make sure you have the 12 sections for the 12 colors. So to use a compass, you want to put the metal part down in the middle, and then I find it's easier to turn your paper. And the trick here also, you guys, is to not apply any pressure to the compass or the pencil. If you apply pressure to the compass or the pencil, it's going to actually make this move, and you'll end up with an uneven circle. So you have to if you just drag the pencil across the surface of the paper, it will make a mark. You really don't have to push down to make a mark with your pencil. So I'm just going to do a few circles. I got a little off there. Oops, I got a little off right there. See, that's when you start to move it, but you can make that adjustment. So to adjust that, I'm just going to come in with my regular pencil and bring that across, and then erase this out. No biggie, no need to freak out or start over or anything. Cool. So then I can do another circle. I can keep it at that. That is entirely up to you. I'm going to just put in one more circle just for funsies. Okay, so there. Now I have a nice place to start laying in my pattern. And you can take your mandala like all the way to the edges, or you can like draw another circle so that it ends. That's entirely up to you. That's part of your creative process. But that's how you are going to get your square paper set up for your designs. Okay, thanks.